Greetings and welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at the 2009 fantasy film Where the Wild Things Are, directed by Spike Jonze and starring Max Records, Catherine Keener and Mark Ruffalo. Let's begin. Max is a lonely 9-year-old boy with an active imagination and divorced parents. His older sister Claire does nothing when her friends crush Max's snow fort with him inside during a snowball fight. Out of frustration, Max messes up her bedroom and destroys a frame he made for her. Later, his mother Connie invites her boyfriend Adrian to dinner. Max becomes upset with her for not spending time with him that evening as they had agreed. Wearing his wolf suit, he begins to wreak havoc among the house. As Connie scolds him, he lashes out by biting her on her shoulder. She yells at him and he runs away, scared by what transpired. At the edge of a pond, Max finds a small boat that he boards. Eventually, Max reaches an island that is home to a group of 7 large monsters called the Wild Things, namely Carol, Ira, Judith, Alexander, Douglas, the Bull, and KW. Carol is in the middle of a destructive tantrum caused by the departure of KW. Max tries joining in on the mayhem, but finds himself facing the suspicious anger of the Wild Things. When they contemplate eating him, Max convinces them that he is a king with magical powers capable of bringing harmony to the group. They crown him as their new king. Shortly after, KW returns and Max declares a wild rumpus, in which the Wild Things smash trees and tackle each other before going to sleep in a pile with Max at the center. Carol takes Max on a tour of the island, showing him a model that he built depicting what he wishes the island looked like. Inspired by this, Max orders the construction of an enormous fort. When KW brings her two owl friends Bob and Terry to the fort, a disagreement ensues as Carol feels that they are outsiders. To release their frustrations, Max divides the tribe into good guys and bad guys for a dirt clod fight. However, Alexander is injured during the game and Carol berates KW for jokingly stepping on his head, prompting the latter to leave once again. Max finds Alexander alone in the fort, whereupon he reveals that he knows Max is not a king with magical powers, but warns him to never let Carol know. However, Douglas reveals the truth when Carol throws another tantrum in the middle of the night over the state of the fort and Max's failure to fulfill his duties as king. Enraged, Carol rips off Douglas's right arm, though only sand pours from the wound, before chasing Max into the forest and attempting to eat him. Max is saved by KW, who hides him in her stomach. After Carol leaves, KW explains to Max how difficult their lives are, with Carol's tantrums only making matters worse. Max realizes what his mother is going through and decides to leave the island. Max finds the crushed remains of Carol's model island and leaves a token of affection for him to find. Max finds Carol and tells him that he is going home because he is not a king. The other Wild Things escort Max to his boat. Carol runs to join them after finding Max's token and arrives in time to see him off. He starts to howl and Max howls back. All the other Wild Things join in. Carol looks at KW and she smiles kindly at him. Returning home, Max is embraced by his mother, who gives him a bowl of soup, a piece of chocolate cake, and a glass of milk. She sits with him as he eats and watches as she falls asleep at the table. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know which movie you'd like to see me do next, and what you thought about this movie. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and goodbye.